Hey everyone, this is Equity Chatting. In today's video, I'm going to tell you things that you should know before you join a fintech app in Nigeria. So what is a fintech? A fintech basically is the use of computer services and programs to aid in financial services. So basically a fintech app is an app that lets you use financial services digitally. And in Nigeria, there are lots of fintech apps like OPay, Kuda Bank, Paystat, Furtherwave, and so on. My reason for making this video is simply because there isn't a lot of information. Like, I haven't seen a video that actually touches on these things that I want to say. And if you have anything else to add that I may have not mentioned in this video, please leave it in the comments below. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So the first thing I need to know is I need to be at least 18 years or older before you join a fintech app. Now, there are cases where people below the age of 18 are joining these apps. Let's keep in mind that since they're below the age of 18, they will not be able to get higher transaction limits and more features because of their age. Now, as a parent, you may want your kids to join a fintech, but here's the problem. There isn't any form of regulation for any fintech app like in Nigeria when it comes to kids. Like, a kid can join this fintech, yes, but the thing is that there's no way of you regulating the child, like the transaction, if they're even regulating it. Even if you should link your email there, they can search in the email if they want to. Like, that's the no form of regulation, like unlike the banks where now that you can put the account under your child name, but the BVN and everything like that will go under your name. So there isn't really much regulations as to regulating your kids and stuff. So for good measure, please be 18 years or older before you join a fintech. The second thing that you also need to know before doing a fintech in Nigeria is this: what type of fintech do you want to join, and why are you joining that fintech in the first place? Are you joining that fintech because you've heard about it from someone, like a friend or something, or you saw it on an ad like on Twitter or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? Like, did you see any ad there that made you to join that app? Also, what type of fintech do you want to join? Because there are different types of fintechs that have different purposes. There are ones that can substitute for your regular bank accounts. There are ones that can aid in business transactions. There are ones that can aid in cryptocurrency transactions. There are ones that help you to buy gift cards like Amazon gift cards, eBay gift cards, Apple gift cards, Disney gift cards, and so on. There are ones that even help you to pay for things online on international sites like Amazon, AliExpress, and so on. There are even ones that help you to create virtual cards that you can use on shopping on online sites. There are so many types of fintechs that you can join. So just pick one that you want to join that interests you the most. Now, before you install that fintech on your phone and before you register, make sure that you ask questions. Like, if a friend recommended the app to you, make sure you ask that person questions about how the app works, everything before you join. Now, you can read reviews on the Play Store or App Store or sites like Twitter, Facebook, and so on. Now, you might see bad reviews, and bad reviews do not constitute to a bad app. It doesn't mean that the app is bad, it's that everyone has different experiences, and not everyone's experience with a fintech is the same. So do not be scared if you see a bad review. Also, if you want to join a certain fintech, you can go to the website of that fintech and look at their FAQ page if they have one. You can even contact them on their email or social media handles to understand how the app works before you install that app on your phone. Now, once you're sure that you're ready to join that app, you install the app on your phone and it's time to be registered on the app. Now, when you install the app on your phone for the first time, you have to start with the process of putting in your email and maybe your phone number and your name when you're first making an account on that app. Then the second thing that they may ask for is your address details. Like, they'll ask you for where you live and everything. Now, don't be scared, as this is part of the KYC process. They need these things so that way they would know who and who joined their app, because they don't want fraudsters and all that stuff. Then when you put in those things, if you now want to fully use the app, you need to put more KYC details, and this is where things like your BVN come in. Now, one thing about fintech is that a lot of people are scared when it comes to putting in their BVN on these apps. Now, do not be scared, because they need your BVN for the reason that they do not want fraud, so they need to know who and who are joining their app. And besides, if you're going to a bank, you can't even create a bank account or even perform any banking transactions without your BVN as well. And besides, these companies, these fintechs, they're all licensed by the CBN to operate in Nigeria. Now, how do I know this? there are some apps that they put a thing on their screen that they're licensed by the CBN. If you go to their sites, they'll be licensed by the CBN as well. And also they have normal account limits like your bank, like, like the 5 million naira limit per day. Like a lot of these apps, they have that. That shows that they're licensed by the CBN. And for like dollar related apps, like the max that you can transact with dollars per day is $10,000, which is also of law by the CBN as well. So when it comes to putting this thing, please do not be scared. Rest assured, they're not going to be able to do anything. Only the CBN has access to your BVN. Now, as part of the KYC process, they're going to ask for other details like your valid means of ID. That you can use any ID card that you have on you, like a driver's license, a PVC, an international passport, a national ID card, and so on. Now keep in mind that if you're a student and you want to use your student ID to register on these fintechs, they will not allow it. It's not allowed. You have to use any ID that is a Nigerian. Like it has to be a Nigerian approved ID. Another thing that you need to know is this. There are some apps that will opt for utility bills. Like that's if you want to use higher transaction limits or if you want to fully use that app. Now, there are different types of utility bills that you can use, like your bank statement, electricity bill, water bill, mortgage bill, and so on. So make sure that you look into that app and see whether or not that you have the utility bill that they're asking for. Also, there might be some apps that require the use of your NIN before you can do anything on that app. So make sure that you have that as well if it's needed. The main thing that you just need to know is that most apps, they just need your BVN and a valid ID. But for good measure, make sure you still have the other things like your utility bill and your NIN if it's needed. Now, once you have gone through the full registration process, you are good to go. Now, when using a fintech app in Nigeria for the first time, make sure that you invest amounts you know you can afford to lose. Do not put high amounts of money that you know you cannot afford to lose. And this is because there are some times where these apps may have downtime where you can't access the app at all or even move your money out, and you won't be like, this app is a scam, they scammed me, Jesus Christ, now. Like that's the thing that you should know. Like you should make sure that you can put amounts that you know you can afford to lose. Now let me use as an example. For me, I use these virtual dollar card apps to shop on AliExpress. Now for me, I only fund exactly what I'm going to spend. So for example, if I'm to fund $10 to my virtual dollar card account, I'll just fund $10 only and spend it immediately I fund it. Now, I don't leave the $10 there because in case something should happen, my money will be gone. So that's what I do. At the end of the day, fintech apps are really good. They help you do a lot of things much easier and they're more convenient. Like that's what I love about fintech so much. Now, anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new. And as always, I hope I see you guys next time. Peace out.